you guys? Welcome back. So as you can probably already tell, I'm not wearing a lippy or any highlight because today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the new Ofra Nikki tutorials collaboration. I figured today would be a good day to test this out for you guys. So this actually launches tomorrow on March 29th at 10 a.m. on Ofra's website. So I will link that right down below in the description box in case you guys are interested. But I'm really excited to try this out. I do have really high hopes, I'll be honest. I personally really like Nikki. I think she's incredibly talented, and I also love Ofra's products. I've been fans of their products for years, and my favorite products from them are their liquid lipsticks and their highlights, which is exactly what she collaborated on. So I definitely did want to try it out for myself, let you guys know what I think, and kind of see how I liked it. So let's just go ahead and get started. This is what the outward packaging looks like. I really like it. We have some nice gold glitter, and then we have rose gold. It just says Ofra X Nikki Tutorials Collection. This is what the inside looks like. Super glam and sleek. I do really like it. Now this product is going to be retailing for $79. That's pretty steep. It's pretty pricey, but I do have an affiliate code with Ofra. It's Kelly30, which will get you 30% off of everything on their website, including this collaboration. You don't have to use my code. You guys know I am always so grateful if you do use my code, but tons of YouTubers have affiliate codes with them. I'm sure Nikki herself has a code, so feel free to use anyone's code. But if you do use an affiliate code, it will get you 30% off, which will bring the price of this down to $55.30. That is certainly still pricey, but do keep in mind you are getting 3 full-size liquid lipsticks as well as a full-size highlighter, and Ofra's pricing model tends to follow that of a higher-end brand. So if we were to take a high-end brand, I would say an average price of a liquid lipstick would be anywhere from like $18 to maybe $25, $30. So we'll just say 20 to be safe. That would be $60 for just the liquid lipsticks, as well as a high-end highlight would be like anywhere from like $25 to $40. So $55, $30 for all 4 of these products isn't terrible, although I do wish they would have like allowed you to pick and choose which products you wanted. But as far as I know, and as far as anything that I have seen, this will only be sold as a bundle. So you'll have to get all 3 of the liquid lipsticks as well as the highlight. You're not gonna have a choice in between like, oh, I just want one liquid lipstick and the highlight, or just the highlight. Like, you do have to buy it as a bundle. I do wish they would have given a little more flexibility and versatility with that, but that's how they chose to market this. So you're gonna have to get all of it. So let's just go ahead and get on into the swatches. I'm first gonna swatch the highlight. So this is what the highlighter looks like. There are obviously 3 different colors to it, and I actually watched Nikki's video and she said that her purpose in doing that was that there was a shade for everybody, which I really love. I'm assuming that the lightest shade over here is best for fair, medium, deep skin tones. For me personally, this shade certainly would not be a highlighter on me without even swatching it. I can tell you that, but I could use it as an eyeshadow, maybe a blush topper, so it's not like it will go completely unused, although I won't be using it as a highlight. But I do understand why they included the different shades for different skin tones. I think that's great so everyone can enjoy it. I do kind of wish personally they would have came out with 3 different highlights, like, because they clearly came up with the color and the formula for all 3 to put it into this. So if they would have sold them like 3 separate ones and you kind of pick which one was best for your skin tone, I think that would have been great to have like a whole like product that you could use, if that makes sense. Because for me personally, I feel like I might only use the gold. I feel like this might be a little too light and this one is definitely going to be too dark. But I do like that they did this rather than just coming out with like one color. That might not be great for every skin tone, if that kind of makes sense. I'm just being overly picky, but I just figured I would put my 2 cents in on that aspect of it. So here are up close swatches of all 3 of them on my arms so you guys can see. Very similar to the typical Ofra highlight formula, which I personally really like. So now I'm going to go ahead and actually apply it to my face. I'm going to go in with the gold, which I think is the color that's best suited for me first. And we're gonna put it on my cheekbones. That is very pretty. Okay, I like that. I do have like 2 pimples right there that I'm just like accentuating, which are right where I apply my highlight, but that is a really pretty color. I do really like that. One thing I do like about Ofra is their highlights are always very pigmented, like their Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, Blissful. They're always very pigmented and very like pretty. Which these seem to be very similar in formula to those. Now I am going to go in with a little bit of that white and see what that does. Ooh! Okay, so that definitely really intensifies it. That's probably a little too much, but that is really pretty. I think if you have fair skin, you will really like this, or if you just really want to make your highlight pop, this would be really nice, because Nikki obviously does have really fair skin, so I assumed there was going to be kind of a color, you know, for those fair skin ladies, which I am naturally if I'm not wearing a false tan, so I can use that when I don't have self tan on. I'm gonna put some down my nose. Now I'm actually kind of mixing these 2 together. All right, so that is what those two highlight shades look like on me. I probably wouldn't use this lighter one like on the daily because it definitely does really intensify the highlight, but if I do really want a pop-in highlight, I will dip into it. Maybe like for my inner corner, this would be really nice as well. And then like I said, this darker color I probably would only use as like a blush topper or an eyeshadow. I would never actually use it as a highlight. It would just be too dark on me. But this gold, I do really like it. I do think the formula is really nice and very consistent with the other Ofra highlighters. So if you've ever tried a different Ofra highlighter and you liked it, you probably will like this. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and swatch all three of the liquid lipsticks. She came out with a nude one. This one is in shade Nude Potion, a brown one in the shade Coven, and then an orange one in the shade Spell. So I'm excited to see how these work. I do really like Ofra's liquid lipstick formula. I think it's very pigmented and dries very quickly, but it does not dry out your lips. So I do really like that, and they do dry completely matte. So I'm gonna go in first with this one because this one seems to be like, this is like my kind of color. Like I feel like I will like this one the best because you guys know I love nude lips, so we're gonna try this one out first. All right, so just going to apply this to my lips. I like the color a lot, it's very pretty. And the formula seems to be pretty much the same as all the other Ofra liquid lipsticks that I've tried. All right, so that is only one swipe of this product. I just put it in and then put it on both my lower and upper lips. It definitely is very pigmented. The formula seems to be very similar to the other Ofra liquid lipsticks that I've tried, which I really like. They are creamy, they are pigmented, they dry matte, and they don't dry out your lips. So I do really like that. This color is really pretty. I love nude lips like this. I can definitely see myself wearing this color in the future, so I really like this one. Now we're gonna go in with Spell, which is the orange shade. Oh my God, this one is like tight on here. Ooh, that was kind of hard to get off. All right, I'm a little nervous with this one. I don't know if this is gonna suit me, but we're gonna try it. That is bright, but it is actually really pretty. It kind of has like metallic-y undertones to it. Yeah, it's definitely metallic, like in finish. All right, so this is what Spell looks like. Again, I only had to dip the brush in once for both my lower and upper lips, so it is very pigmented and creamy. As far as the actual color goes, I don't know if I'm ever gonna reach for this, to be completely honest with you guys. I feel like this color doesn't really suit me that much. I don't know if it's my skin tone or I'm just not used to seeing myself with such a bright, like intense lip. I feel like maybe if it wasn't also a metallic finish and it was just a bright lip and kind of like a regular matte finish, I guess, I might like it a little bit better, but I feel like since it's so bright orange and then it's also metallic, it's just kind of like boom in your face, and I honestly don't know if I will reach for this that often. Maybe if I have like more of a tan in the summer, it might look better. I don't know, but I don't know if I'm really gonna reach for this specific color that often, so this one is not my favorite. And then last but not least, let's go in with Coven. So this one seems to be like the least pigmented out of all of them. Like I'm definitely gonna have to go in again and get some more products. So this is what Coven looks like. Again, definitely the least pigmented one because I did have to go in twice, but once I built it up, I do think this is a really beautiful color. I don't think I'm gonna be reaching for this like all that often. Like this is definitely not an everyday color like I think Nude Potion would be for me, but I can definitely see myself wearing this. I do think it is really pretty if I wanna do kind of like a bold lip, and I do really like the metallic undertones on this one. It kind of has like bronzy, metallic, glitter-ish undertones, which I do actually really like. So yeah, that is the entire collection. I do really love the highlighter as well as Nude Potion. I do like Coven, and I could kind of do without the orange shade. So honestly, whether or not this collection is worth it to you is gonna be on your personal preference and whether or not you like the actual colors that are in the collection. As far as Ofra's formula and how it goes, they make really great liquid lipsticks. They make really great highlighters in my opinion. I think the formula is fabulous, and that is why the brand in itself is a little bit more pricey, because I feel like they do make really nice high quality products. As far as the actual color goes, again, it's up to you as to whether or not you think that you would wear the colors and if it's worth it for you to buy all four of these together, because like I said, you do have to buy all four. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys think you're gonna get this or you think you're gonna pass on it. I will say that if you do think you wanna get it, I would kind of hop on it ASAP because I think Nikki has like 6 million subscribers, so my assumption is it's probably gonna sell out pretty quickly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think you're going to do. I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!